guys. Good morning. Sorry. That is something I need to work out. But hi. Nice to see you. So early, thank you. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend? Hope everyone's doing well. Hello. Hi guys. A lot of you today. Well, in the morning, usually people sort of trickle in throughout the stream, but it's cool to see you guys here. Hi, I'm doing good. I'm a little, not tired, but you know when you like sleep on one side all night and then you wake up and then like a whole side of your body just feels smushed? That's the feeling I have right now. It's not really awful, but definitely smooshed. How are you guys? Thanks for platform hopping and stuff too. Very cool of you guys. Thank you. Hey, but hope you're doing good too. Tired. I have updates. Ooh, please let me know. Are they of the appliance variety? Hi Scrub, hi Blender, nice to see you guys. So early. Hi Rob, nice to see you too. Nice warm coffee. It's all good. Weekend over. Yeah. You have a good one at least, or was it? I mean, a good weekend can still be a do-nothing weekend, so you don't have to do anything over the weekend as long as it's not work, not classes. Still a good weekend. Okay, so the oven, the range, the microwave, the fridge, and the dishwasher came in, but they told me the washing machine and dryer won't be in until December 30th. Did you get rid of your old one already? I don't remember getting anything done. Hey, that's fine. That's totally fine for a weekend. And maybe you like did get stuff done, but it doesn't feel like it, because I mean, I get that a lot too. Luckily, I still have the old ones. Okay, that's good, because I was gonna say, if you got rid of the old ones, which I think is still fine, that's like productive, then you wouldn't have like 2 washer dryer units in your place that you would have to like get rid of, and then you would definitely not get rid of them for another week or 2, because that's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, at least you can still, because like the 30th is still, you know, a ways away. But at least you can still do your laundry and stuff. I mean, nothing wrong with like coin laundries and going to a place to get to have to do your laundry. It's just like, you know, more annoying. The person who called me sounded so sad. He was like, I'm so sorry. I have bad news. It's not my fault, and I have a message to pass on. Poor guy. Yeah, I can't imagine it's fun to have to be the one that calls the customer to be like, hey, so it's not here. Huh, but from like your delivery date until the 30th is quite a pushback. Did they give you, was there like a reason? Because that's like 2 weeks, 50. Oha. Hi, Aru. Hi, Aru. Nice to see you. Hope the rest of you guys, please tell me about your weekends too, if you've got anything going on. I installed the dishwasher myself. They want to charge like $200 to do it themselves. Is it like, I mean, I've never installed a dishwasher myself. Is it like a lengthy process? I imagine it's just like a couple hose hookups, right? I mean, I've done some like other appliances myself, and it's not really that bad. But I guess, I mean, I had people come in to do like my air conditioning unit, but mostly because that is mounted on like the very top of the wall, and then you have to have like the pipe and the hose system. I didn't want to do that, but it's not that bad if you're handy. Hooking up water can suck. Oh yes. I can see that happening. Or like, I guess it's like really prone to just leaks and stuff if you don't have a really good seal. That's what I imagine. Water hose, drain hose, electrical hose. Oh, okay. If the $200 in that fee is them also getting rid of your old washer, I'd pay that price. Yeah, I think like throwing out or like getting rid of big appliances too is just such a hassle. So if it was, that's always the thing for me, right? It's like if the fee includes like I guess like a disposal or something, or like, you know, they take it back for recycling or whatever, I will go for it. 360p. You can put it all the way to 160p. Someone already took it. Well, good. I placed the fridge and the dishwasher in front of the house. Ugh. Hi guys! Nice to see you guys. Nice and early. Hope you guys are doing well. Hi Jack. Hi 44. That's what we decided on. Yeah. I live off hotspot data, and 720 eats up too much data. Oof, that's rough. How's everyone? Yeah, how is everyone? Get the Twitch and YouTube to talk to each other. Is the marriage still going well? Yes, very. Thank you for asking. Still happily married. I missed the messages. The manufacturer didn't ship it to them. I mean, you can't really do anything at that point. Plug and play. Free weekend for Path of Exile 2, and I regret to inform myself it's really fun. It seems really intense. Like, it seems like I've heard it be described to me as like, oh, it's basically Diablo, but every time I look at it, I'm like, that looks harder. And I have seen the skill tree in Path of Exile 2, and that's not a skill tree, that is a web. It's like crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about it except that I think the title comes from a Magic card, like a Magic the Gathering card. That's all the lore I know. Stayed inside and played Ace Attorney. Sounds like a good weekend to me. You still have like you still have like a final Or at least one final left to go. So good luck. I wish I was happily married. There's a line. There's a line for happy marriage. Busy, tired, looking forward to the holiday. Nice. Do you have any plans for the holiday? Or is it just like, I mean, it's all good if you don't. Because, right, a holiday can still just be a break from work, and that's good enough. Better version of Diablo. Closest vibe is Diablo 2, objectively the best Diablo game. And yes, the skill tree is insane. It's on Thursday. I'm spending this entire week to study. We also got a bunch of snow overnight, and I woke up to a completely white city. Very nice. Yeah, my folks are in New Jersey, and they sent me pictures. And the snow is beautiful. Like I'm surprised that you guys got a lot of snow, because it's usually like, it's not like there's never snow, but it's usually not that much. Or I mean, that's the thing, right? With East Coast is always like, you either get a little bit and it doesn't stick and it's miserable, or you get like the most beautiful winter scene you've ever seen. And I saw, yeah, my folks sent me pictures, and it's like gorgeous. It's so pretty. I'm a little jealous. Heartbreaking. Californians see snow in the wild. Is that your first time seeing snow? Because I know sometimes when the West Coasters come over to the East Coast, that's like their first time seeing snow. I've had a little snow, knock on wood. Is that knock on wood for it remaining to be a little, or do you want snow? Because it could go either way. The usual, be a little. Yeah, I mean, it can be tough. I mean, snow just is tough. It's basically an environmental hazard, but it's also, if you are able to stay inside and enjoy it and it's pretty, it's like really nice to be inside while it's snowing. But yeah, oh, no one can drive in the snow in Alaska. I'm sorry. that was like very, very different situations. Being in like New York City in the snow is a little different than being in the snow in Alaska. Very, very different. I mean, it's a little dangerous in somewhere like the East Coast too, because you get black ice and all that. And then when a city is not really well equipped for snow, it can be really bad, like traffic, and then public transportation basically shuts down. It's, yeah. The usual, see family, watch Muppets Christmas Carol, and open presents. Beyond that, just trying to keep the ennui from setting in. Good luck on that ennui. But no, that sounds like a good usual Christmas. I actually just watched Muppets Christmas Carol, and it's like art. It's really good. It's just good. I think the last time I saw it was like when I was little, so I didn't really remember anything from it. But this year I had a big like Jim Henson kick, and I don't really remember what set it off. I just was like, earlier in this year, I was like, I really just need to watch the whole library of Jim Henson work. And so I watched a bunch of like the older Muppets movies and Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, and my goodness, do they hold up. They're so good. It's just like, ooh, the artistry. I'm just like, oh, how's all of the puppetry? It's amazing. But yeah, and then I saved Muppets Christmas Carol for around Christmas, and I couldn't really like hold back. I was like, it's December, it's time to watch it. I was like, oh, this is just like good. Michael Caine is a treasure in it. Not my first time seeing snow, but it's the first time I'm seeing snow where I live. Different. I hope you have good shoes for it, because being in the snow and just like having sneakers is miserable. I hope you have like a pair of boots at least, something. And yeah, be careful walking around. I watch that ice. We rarely get snow where I'm at, but last January we get the biggest snow I've seen in my life. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I like snow, and I've lived in most places that I've like ever lived in get snow on the regular, and I've lived in places that it gets snow a lot, and it is really different when you're in a city or like a town, a place, wherever, that is well equipped for snow and can handle it, and just like gets those gets the roads cleared like instantly, and then like it's such a difference between a place that gets like a couple inches, you know, every month and a half or two or whatever. It's like, yeah, they just don't know how to deal with the roads and the sidewalks. It's like, oh yeah, the roads are fine, but it's the sidewalks and you can't get anywhere. And there was once 1 year back where I was in Jersey, a town, not my town, but like a neighboring town, like the Trader Joe's roof basically collapsed, like caved in, because there was just a bunch of snow piled up on the roof, and like the weight just caved in the roof, and like no one was there. It happened like early in the morning or something, so it was fine. Like no one got hurt, but it was just like, yeah, like you can't just let the snow pile up. There's weight, and they just didn't know that you had to clear snow off roofs, or it's just like, oh, it's fine if it just melts and it's all like water and it's not going anywhere, because it was like a rectangular building, so it's basically you just made a box that holds the water in the top. So this is like, come on guys, where's your drain system? I've watched someone play city builders and civil engineering stuff. I used to live in upstate New York, and no one could drive there either in the snow. Yep. Discovered my lovers were not cut out for walking across snow, as I was slipping and sliding to get to dinner. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully, I mean, if you can't get good shoes in time, like they'll probably, you know, salt the roads and the sidewalks and stuff, so you'll have a little friction, so it's okay. But I imagine your loafers will probably have like no friction on the bottom. Honestly, then sneakers might be better, but then they're more porous, so it's like the water gets no. No boots. LOL, going back home in like a week anyway. Yeah, but you still have a couple, like if you're coming back, you know, for next semester, those, you know, January, February, you'll still probably get some more snow. I like the stream, can't stay today though, since I'm helping cook dinner. That's very nice of you. Have fun cooking dinner. Cooking is fun. But thanks for the like, I appreciate it. Stay safe and take care. Remember to stay warm, and Merry Christmas. You too. Thank you. It is so good. I'm so like objectively the best adaptation. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like other adaptations of Christmas Carol that can come to mind, but like the Muppets Christmas Carol has like wiped away the memory of all the other ones. So I guess yes, objectively the best. It is surprisingly like so accurate too. I saw a post like yesterday that was like the Muppets could have written Christmas Carol, but Dickens could have never written No Cheeses for us Mises. I live in Texas. No one knows how to drive in the snow. Well. I was in Texas with like a little white coat, and it was a plague to people. Noisy accent ASMR stream when. Have to get me considerably drunk for that. think I've only been in Texas for like a layover on a long flight. And I have to say, I was surprised that people just do wear like cowboy style hats on the regular there. It's like I didn't really expect it. Because I don't know, I guess like I thought it was more of like a special occasion kind of hat. But I was like just walking around the airport and everyone wears them. And the boot, I don't think it's a look, like for sure, like they're cool. I just don't think I have the confidence to pull it off on the regular. It's a whenever hat. In the desert, we go 10 months without rain. Oil builds up on the roads in that time, and first rain brings it out. Oh god, I didn't know that. No joke, first rain this year had 30 accents. That's rough. I didn't know about the oil thing. I mean, maybe if I thought about it long enough, I could have guessed, but... I mean, I know how crazy it gets when places that don't get a lot of rain, you know, like, I'm thinking, like, states in the West. Because, right, it's, like, Nevada will go for a long time without rain, and then they'll get just, like, 3 straight days of it or something. Like, big rain. And, I know about, like, all the precautions that have to go into it, but, I didn't know about the oil thing. Huh. Yeah, rain can be tough. I had a high school teacher who wore a cowboy hat religiously. I lived in Texas for 6 months, and some people need to take driver's ed, lol. I think you can say that about a lot of places, but I don't know. Maybe it's just worse over there. Never been. I mean, yeah, like the only time I've been was I was spent a couple hours. Maybe not a couple hours. I don't even remember how long it was. I just know I was in. It was also early in the morning. And around Christmas time, I think. And maybe it wasn't like the best representation. It was a little skewed. Everyone was going places to ski. I remember I was like just sitting by my gate, and I just could hear all these people talking about their skiing trips. And I'm like, I'm too tired for this. An impeachable vibe, to be sure. I didn't like drivers in New Jersey. Fair. Someone drive on the wrong side of the road in Alaska. Wow. LA drivers, am I right? Well, what I hear is that people in LA just don't drive at all because the traffic is terrible everywhere in LA. Is all I've heard. Hated LA as well. Hawaii drivers, another breed. Is there a place that you were okay with the drivers? Because you are listing many states that it's just terrible. Oh, I missed it. What do it take and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both Paris sites. I like that one. Thank you for that fun. Every time I take my dog to the park, the ducks try to bite him. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog. I like that one. Hi guys, thanks for coming in. And it's all cool to lurk. Sorry, I know I said that this would be a drawing stream, but I am having fun chatting, and I will get to drawing for sure, but we're just talking about bad drivers in every state of America. LA is extremely overrated. I've never been, and I want to someday. I've never been like West Coast. I've been Pacific Northwest and like Las Vegas. But I've never been in California enough to remember anything about it. So I'd like to do a California trip someday. But I don't know what I would do because, like, everything everyone says is like, nah, it's overrated. Or like, nah, you don't want to go there. Like, oh, you know, LA is overrated. Or, yeah, I mean, we have Disney, but Tokyo Disney's better. Just go to Tokyo Disney. Like, I don't know what I would do. Wait, let me... this is Texas people are nuts. Cowboy hats and jeans went skiing in New Mexico, and the Texans ski in jeans and a cowboy hat. It's like the official uniform. They can't wear anything but skiing in. I mean, if I was on the mountain and I saw someone ski in a jeans and a cowboy hat, I would do the like teen sports movie thing where I would like do a full head turn and be like, whoa, look at that guy. Oh, that guy's cool. I have driven like you say across the US, do you mean like actual like a cross country trip, or do you mean like just many states in the US and you've just driven through them? I mean, both are impressive, so. LA drivers scare the hell out of me. At stoplights, they start going not when the lights turn green, but when the perpendicular lane light turns yellow. Like, no regard for life. I think Nebraska has the best drivers because no one lives there. Huh. I feel like I might think the opposite, because I feel like you would be more reckless if there's just like less cars on the road, you know? But I guess when there's more cars on the road, you just think you could do anything too. Or you have more room to get creative, I guess. Yeah, it's okay if you like lots of lines in traffic. Everyone drives 20 miles faster than the speed limit. I'm glad you like specific woman yapping. Oof. I have to go 100 on the freeway just to keep up. Oh, that sounds horrifying. Cross-country trips drove from Cali to New York, Cali to Alaska, Cali to Texas. Wow! Very cool. Tuesday, I swear I saw the same tree when driving in Nebraska because of how flat the state is. I hope that, I hope those trips were cool, because they sound cool. I think, like, there's a certain romance, as in, like, adventure sense of romance, like, romantic. There's a certain romance to, like, a long trip, like, cross-country, driving in your car sort of trips, but I know it could totally not be like that. I hope they were fun. But jeans are #1 worst cold weather clothing. Cotton absorbs water, snow, and sweat and cold. Yeah. You know, if it's cold and it's like not snowing or whatever, or you're just kind of like going out to the mall for shopping or whatever, it's okay. But yeah, if you're gonna be walking around and there's gonna be snow and it's gonna touch your leg, and or you're gonna be out for a while, like don't wear jeans. It's for the people in chat who don't know that. Just don't to wear any wear something else. And then like even if you're not like gonna be walking through any snow or anything, like wearing jeans in the cold is basically like your jeans just turn into sheets of ice. Again, if you're not gonna be out for that long and you want to look good, it's fine, but you know. Well, see, I don't know, because for me, I just wear, like, just be naked in the snow. Clothes can't get wet if you got nothing on. Actually, I'm like, I don't know which men should wear. Because the times have been really, like, really in the snow. It's in a place that really has snow, so it's like everyone's just got snow pants. But because I feel like a sweatpants like thing would be not as good either. I mean, if it's on the days that it's pretty cold and I'm out, I I got these like heat tech legging thing from Uniqlo that are wonders. Full leather and animal fur. Pants and a pair of shorts underneath, but I'm not outside for long. Waistline stuff goes hard, yeah. I used to run in the snow back in the day. Hated it. Or right, it's like layering. You gotta layer. You gotta put like the thermal pants underneath. Don't run in minus 15-degree weather. Thank you for the heads up. I will keep that in mind. Yikes. I mean, good for you. Don't do too many layers because a cold sweat can happen. We should all just stay inside if it's really cold and snowing. That is the answer. Did you run in minus 15-degree weather by choice, or was it like a you had to do it sort of thing? Or no, I mean, I guess, you know, if it's a thing like a fitness, it's like for fitness reasons. That is both by choice and a thing you have to do. I didn't have... Oh, well, okay. Didn't have a choice. Staying inside rocks. But... oh, man, I don't... Driving can really be scary. Right? Because it's... you can be a good driver, but then you have to trust every other person on the road. And I don't think that's... we shouldn't have to do that. And you've lived in a place that has good public transportation. You're just like, why can't the rest of the world do this? My job forces us. Oh, man. Right. Okay, I turn now. Good luck, the rest of you. A merge lane, and you're just like, okay, let's all agree telepathically not to bump into each other. Coldest weather I've ever experienced was minus 50 Fahrenheit. I'm still like messed up on all my systems now because I'm used to hearing both. Goodness. I mean, minus 50 is already... oh. Minus 45? See? Which even is a kilometer. I mean, it doesn't matter what, system. I just have no sense of, like, distance or length. I'm, like, particularly bad with just measuring a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, in my head, I don't... Like, are you guys good at that? Like, not just distance. I guess if you're driving, if you drive more often, it's kind of easier to tell, like, how long a mile is. But, I mean, I'm bad at, like, keeping time in my head. As in... So, like, say you're, like, heating water or, like, you're making pasta or whatever, and it, or ramen or whatever, and it's like, okay, 3 minutes. Okay, I have to, like, set a timer because I am so bad at telling, like, how long time has passed if I'm not, like, looking at a clock, or, I haven't, like, noted what time it is when I start. So it's like, if I'm not checking the time and, like, I put water in and then I will come back, like, 30 seconds later and I'm like, that must have been 2 minutes, right? Like, it's almost done. Like, I don't know why. I'm just so bad with it. An Arctic front across Montana, and for a week, use the outside as a deep freeze. It is kind of nice when it is cold enough that you can just sort of leave things outside or by the window, and they'll be, like, nice and frosty, or, like, you don't have to worry about frosting or, like, keeping things frozen. I would like, just putting drinks by, like, the window. Sometimes I just keep a mental count in my head. I try to do that too, but then if I have just another thought, that count goes right out the window. Like, I have to do nothing but count. And then I feel like there's times where, like, I counted too fast. Like, that is not a second. I counted way too fast, and it just goes back into being a mess. It's so bad. I just have to keep a timer. Our water heater broke, and thank God our front door had a manual lock because the Sub-Zero cult broke the number padlock. Ooh, that's rough. The heater's against the... That's really rough. Broke the number padlock. That's crazy. Well, I know that is also an issue of, like, weather conditions messing up, like, electrical systems and, like, electric cars. Like, if there's, like, a really bad rain, I know it's, like, short-circuited some systems in cars, or, you can't get your car to open if you have, like, a keypad or, like, an electric, like, one of those remote button key things. Not a fun time. I have a very bad time estimation. Like, someone will ask me, how long will this task take? And I genuinely have no idea. That's me too. Yeah, I forgot what they were called. Is that what they're called? A fob? Like, a key fob. You know, the little, like, button thingy that you... for your car that you keep on your keys, the little button thingy. Like, sometimes not really a button, it's just like a tab thing that you kind of... Haven't even, like, seen one in a while. Fun cold weather survival fact. Don't pee. I mean, the U.S. is really, really big, and there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of beautiful places that, yeah, Mother Nature still reigns supreme. Look at these little guys. To add the... let's do some line art, I guess. Oop. Check my... some amount of drawing. Good news, I got an A on my finals. Hooray! Congratulations! Nice work, Jack. Good job. Good to hear. Does that mean you can relax now, or do you still have like another... I don't know if it's different. Like, I was gonna say, like, do you have other, like, projects you need to finish? But I don't know what you do. Like, a practical, maybe? I have an FAA exam I'm taking in 2 weeks. Ooh. Are they difficult? I would imagine they're probably difficult, or like, I would want them to be difficult, I guess. It's like, seems really important to not, for like, yeah, the Federal Aviation Administration tests to not be something that you could just wing. Sorry, I'm so sorry. But boo, no! But so you guys get your awesome, you guys can have your puns, and it's a fun time if you do it, but if I say it, it's like... Yeah, I don't know, is it like... I've been studying for about 4 months, so I think I'm ready. Best of luck. I believe. I don't know anything about that. Like, is it... I get, like, is it long, or is it particularly... I mean, if you've been studying for 4 months, it sounds like it's particularly difficult, but I don't know what it entails. And you know... About 50 to 60 questions. I graduated last in my class in medical school. But they pull from like 1500. Oh, geez. So it's really like, you just gotta know everything. Or rather a matter of, you should know everything? You only need a 70, but I want an 80. That's the spirit. I'm like, Spirit Airline. No. I'm like, why not? Go for 90. Go for 100. Why not? Oh, but, on your point, Don, yeah, USA gets the tornadoes and the blizzards and the heat waves and the droughts and the flooding and hurricanes. And it doesn't matter if you think that you're not in range for a hurricane, because guess what, you are. A full Weird Al song. I use sticker line. After I take this test, I am taking my 107 drone test so I can get paid to fly drone. Cool. Don't know much about drone flying. They always seem kind of safe. Well, I've seen like the controls for a drone, but like more of like a little toy drone. They seem really intense, and or no, I've seen like drones for photography, and yeah, they just seem so intense. Or like videos of like drone races, which are always really cool, but the maneuverability. I think you've got to be really good to fly a drone well. Hi, Azu. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. You can try fly drones for fun, but you need a 107 to get paid to fly one. Does that include like for anything? Because like for photography, for example, or like film making. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I can imagine, and like good because I think, right, drones have certainly the potential to be quite dangerous, but I didn't know it was just like even if it's for something like photography, you can't be like paid unless you are, I guess, a licensed drone pilot. You're caught, big trouble, and fines. I do know, I mean, there's places around here, well, because like big cities and tourist spots and stuff, it's like they have a lot of signage that says that drones are like illegal and not allowed, or you need like very special, you need special permits and licenses and all this to buy them, which like I totally understand, you know, mostly as like a safety concern, but I didn't know about that. I'm learning so much today. Finished my finals months ago. Now I'm taking the test known as work. No mistakes for the rest of my life. Hi. Hi guys. Thanks for stopping in. Just slow line art that I've just started, but mostly chatting. Free me from this airport. I've been stuck for 7 hours. 7 hours. Do you have like a really long layover? Is like your flight like delayed or canceled? Like what's going on? That's a long time. Goodness. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude. I hope you get out of that soon. Is it a nice airport? Snow delays, it's cooked. Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah, and there's like right? Like, you can't. It's not like with other delays you can do anything about it, but it's sort of you just don't know how long that's gonna take because Newark's so not nice. Hey, fair. I was gonna say like, hey, that's my airport, but then I was like, honestly, yeah. I did not know about this death apple tree. Sounds metal, but also like poetic. I have my PPL private pilot license, but I cannot get paid until my commercial pilot license. Ah, so there's private license and a commercial. I am learning a lot today. I really didn't know anything. Gotta be there in like a week. Oh, I mean, I was gonna say, the Newark meta is to just only slide through during the morning, so a day worth of delays don't get to you. I was gonna say, like, I haven't really had any bad experiences in Newark, but mostly because, yeah, it's just like I've done like morning flights and like red eye, like late night flights, and they're not so bad. It's like pretty smooth. But I've never had to like stay a long time there. And thinking about it, I'd be like, yeah, that is kind of awful because it's not particularly like huge or interesting. It's just a functioning airport. But yeah, I guess that is the meta. Can't touch it, the sap is poisonous. Can't cut it, the sap cuts the tree. Can't burn the sap, and evaporates into toxic vapors. And just standing under it will cover you in poison. Goodness. But yeah, I mean, it's Christmas season, so no matter, like, the next month or so, travel is going to be a little rough. Gotta be up and at 'em in the morning before heading to the airport. As dads always say, if you're going on a flight, you need to get 6 hours before or you're cooked. And honestly, believe it. I am certainly the type that is like that. I mean, nowadays I'm more used to international flights too. But it is, for me, it's just a matter of, like, if we're not there at least, like, 3.5 hours before, like, we might as well just reschedule the entire flight. Actually, I don't want to do these in the liner. I'm wanting to use like really thick lines lately. But it's hard to kind of balance that. We trying busy. Actually, this is my one of my older OCs that I just wanted to draw. But the hair is really actually a lot like Vizzy, and I didn't realize that until now. But I remember I was playing Dispatch, and I'm like, I love Vizzy's hair; it's so cool. But maybe I should do Dispatch stuff one day because I really like Dispatch. I ended up like really, really liking Vizzy. It was fun. Last fight I was on, it was a 2-year-old crying for an hour because the parents took away the iPad. Oof. I haven't been on too many bad flights. And like, I tried not to get too mad about, you know, children because like they're just children. The adults I can get mad at. Yeah, better early than late. For real. $3 for international and 2 hours for domestic has worked pretty well for me. Could probably even squeeze down domestic to 90 minutes. Well, I'm a very, like, we need to be there early and prepared, and, you know, in case we forget something, or we remember, like, we forgot to pack something, that gives us enough time to pick something up at, like, the airport store. Like, it's just, I'm one of those. Good morning. Just turned noon. It's all good. Our generation got hit with ADHD hard. I know what extra letters they're gonna have to add for the iPad baby generation. Because of the money involved, like the anxiety. It's like all the... I mean, US airports in particular have not been doing so well in the past, like, couple of months, so I imagine that adds to, like, a lot of it. I know like flight cancellations and staffing. I am the kind of person that has, like, the whole clear pouch full of, like, 5 different of those little shell sheets of medicine. So I'm like, okay, in case you get a headache, I have, you know, aspirin, and in case you have another egg, I've got the ibuprofen. In case of allergies, I have my allergy medicine, and I have cough drops if your throat gets itchy. I have like a couple extra face masks if you don't, you know. I have 2 eye masks if you want to sleep. That's me. Everyone laughs at you until someone needs it. Well, it's also like I will bring a lot of that kind of stuff, like medicine and toiletry stuff, but I am like, okay, but I only have 1 charger. Or I'll have like multiple cables. I'm like, okay, I've got like the wires, but I only have 1 charger. It's sort of fine for the plane because they have like the USB ports and stuff now. But like I don't have the full, survival pack. I ended up putting cables in separate bags, like plastic bags, because I keep getting tangled. If you get those little like cable tie things, those really help. There's like these little you can get these little like Velcro things that kind of hold your cables together. I tend to overpack a bit for vacations or traveling as well. I try not to. I've been trying to get better with it, but it's really, like a situation of, well, what if, something happens to this shirt and like I spill something on it? I'll need like an extra one just in case. And then if I have an extra shirt, then I might as well have another like an extra pair of socks, an extra like pair of pants, and then I have packed like an extra just in case like 3 outfits. But yeah, but what if I need those 11 pairs of socks? Actually, though. But then I end up just wearing the same like 3 pairs over and over again. Or like the place I go, the Airbnb I'm staying at has a washer and dryer, so I just wash the same thing and like, it's fine. I was fine on a recent trip like last month because I did underestimate the temperatures of the Pacific Northwest. I didn't think it would be that cold when I was there. I was there like late October, early November, and I was like, it's not going to be that cold, and it was really cold. I'm glad I overpacked. But then at that point, it's not overpacking, it's I accidentally just packed just right. I have work tomorrow. Good night, Abby and chat. Good night. Good night, Jake. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Have a good day at work tomorrow. $9 p.m. Huh. But good time to wind down. Relax a bit and then get some sleep. I don't know how early you start work. I know there's some younger student-like people in my chat, and like, look, the older you get, the more appealing like a 9 p.m., 10 p.m. bedtime is to you. Right now, you're like, oh, I stay up till 2 a.m. every day playing video games, and my life is great. And let me tell you, you can do that for there's an amount of time in your life that you can do that, and then once you're past that, you're like 10 p.m. That's the good bedtime. I wake up at 6 a.m. to do work stuff. Around 7 a.m. Promised myself I would sleep earlier. Normally, I would sleep around midnight. That's not too bad. But, wake up at 5 a.m. even when I don't have work. Can't stay up. I missed it. Okay. It's nice too, but I like being up in the morning and getting stuff done in the morning too. I say as I have not been able to do that in weeks, so maybe let's all try to get our sleep schedules back on track. Be up at 5 to be at work at 6:30. Oh, wait. That might be my fault. I'm just saying, who am I watching until 2 a.m.? Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying don't stay up late. I'm saying there'll be a point where you're like, yeah, staying up is fun and great and fine, and then just one day you'll be like, no, I want to go to bed at 10 p.m. The announced boarding is beginning. Dobby is free. Thank goodness. Have a safe flight. Safe travels. Get to where you're going safely and without any more delays. Happy holidays, my dude. Thank you. Good flight. 6-hour delay is crazy. Well, I guess I don't know if it was a 6-hour delay. Being at the airport for 6 hours and then knowing there's a delay is enough to be just go wild. I was on break and keep sleeping later until my sleep schedule does a full rotation. Thanks. Yeah, at this point, for me, I don't know what it is, because I'm going to bed at kind of... Sometimes it's a little late, admittedly, but, sometimes I'll go to bed earlier, I'll, like, fall asleep right away, and it'll be fine and good, and then I'll wake up late, and I don't know why, because I'm not super tired. Like, I just don't know why I slept so much today. as I'm sleeping well, like getting good sleep, that's okay for me. A couple months ago, I was just getting really bad sleep all the time, and it was just miserable. This sort of stuff just makes you so upset. It's like when you don't get good sleep, you just don't look forward to sleeping, and that sucks. Like, oh man, relaxing? No thank you. I have some ZQL since I've been struggling with sleep lately. I've had to make sure I go to bed on time. Yeah, I haven't taken medicine specifically for, like, falling asleep. I don't know how that is or how that would affect me, right? Because some, like, those things kind of affect people differently. But recently I had to take medication that made me really, really drowsy. And so I'd fall asleep really fast. But I think after a while, like, the more I took it, it was giving me, like, nightmares, basically. And so I was just really upset taking it. But I was almost done with it. So I was like, I can handle it for a couple more days. Yeah. Yeah, it would be it would be either just like, you know, a straight up classic nightmare of just like a monster is but like an A24 movie kind of weird freak in the corner, sleep paralysis demon in the corner of my room, or it would be a nightmare in the sense that it wasn't something like really scary or awful happening to me. It was more like in my dream I have a bunch of tasks that I need to do and they are stressful and I have to do them. And it's like, this isn't like this sucks. As a dream, this sucks. Tried melatonin, but that gave me really bad sleep. It made me fall asleep, but the type of sleep where you're still kind of half aware. So I'd wake up even more tired. That sounds bad. And this is my time frame is later in the day, but I have to be up at 5 a.m. Man, my old depression meds gave me crazy dreams. Falling asleep at 12 a.m. plus is not an option. Even after I stopped taking them, I still have crazy vivid dreams now. Oh, that sucks, because, like, yeah, with my medicine, and it was, like, just medicine, like, not for sleep at all. It was something like muscle relaxant, like, for an ache. And, like, when I stopped having to take them, like, when I finished my medicine, I didn't have them anymore, so... And I mean, I don't know if it was like the medicine itself. Just, you know, when you Google these things and then people on Reddit say the same thing. It's like, yeah, I had really bad dreams when I took this medicine too. It's like, oh, it's got to be something. But playing Among Us in your dreams, lol. Like honestly, basically, it would just be like, yeah, nothing like particularly scary. It's just like I had a whole list of things I need to get done, and like. The scary element would be like, oh, well, you have all these tasks and they need to get done by like the end of the workday, and you've got 2 more hours on your shift, and if you don't, you will feel bad about it. Or like the kind of like, oh, like, yeah, like you got to get to the airport because your flight board's in, 3 hours, but you have to have already gotten there. Like, what are you doing? Like, those kinds of, like, I need to get to a place by a certain time kind of dreams. I know that people who smoke weed don't dream. It's just that when they stop, they get a massive amount of dream until their body readjusts. The dreams aren't that bad now. Like, I've been isekai'd into a dream world, but I know it's a dream, but everything feels super real. I'm like the opposite. I have dreams where I know it's a dream, so I'm just like... I don't... It's not like a lucid dream where I can start, like, controlling things, or it's like I can start choosing what happens in the dream. It's just like, it's more that I'm aware, and so I just... like, essentially dissociate. Where I just, like, sit back and I'm like, okay, well, whatever happens, this isn't real, or, you know, I'll wake up soon enough. It's, like, kind of freaky if you think about it. It's very, like, Matrix, you know? Yeah. Like, the dreams where you realize it's a dream and then you just wait for it to be over. Or, like... when you realize something is off, as in, like, oh, like, a person should be with me if I'm doing this one thing. Or, like, I don't know how to describe, like, something is off, or, you know, you do something that you normally do in your dream, but you don't have the things that you usually have, or, you know, you're wearing clothes that aren't yours, and you're like, okay, like, I know this is... that's not it. So you just wait. Drinking milk before bed tends to give you weird dreams, really? I feel like milk would help. Like, warm milk would help. But sometimes I'd be smiling or something and I'd wake up smiling and I feel really stupid. There are times where I've had dreams and the dream takes place, like, you know, in my bedroom. So, like, the dream scenario happens when I wake up in my bed. And those are the ones that freak me out, because then I have to... like, when I actually wake up, I need to check. like, those things didn't happen because they could have happened. I don't think I've ever had a dream within a dream. I haven't had an inception moment. I remember a dream that was way too crazy, and that halfway I stopped and thought, this is too ridiculous. I've had a lot of those where I'm just like, no, what? This isn't real. Like, this is stupid. What's going on here, guys? We just, like, call cut. I definitely had those. I've had dreams that had multiple parts. Like, there's one dream where I had basically, in a typical fantasy world setting, that was a whole plot that spanned 4 nights. That's kind of cool, honestly. You just get, like, the next episode the next night. That's kind of cool. Oh, dude, Blender, that sounds so freaky. That sounds so freaky, dude. Like, coma situation. I recently had one where it was... my dream was just that I woke up, like, in my bedroom, and there was a giant, like, freaky little alien... it's not little at all, it was huge. Like, spider on top of me. Like, just crawling around on top of the bed. But it wasn't like a realistic spider. It was, like, alien-like. I remember thinking, like, oh, my brain cooked up a really cool creature design, because it was a really cool-looking thing. But, like, it had, like, all these little gold flecks on it. I was like, oh, this is a really cool spider creature thing. And I remember in my dream I was really freaked out by it, because it was just on top of me, like, skitting around on the bed. And, you know, it's a spider, so it was, like, kind of freaky. And then when I actually woke up, I had to, like, check I was, like, looking around for something. Like, oh, maybe, because, like, I didn't think, like, oh, maybe it was like a real spider, an actual spider, but I thought like maybe it was something else, like, oh, maybe, you know, like my foot fell off the bed and it was touching like a sock on the ground or something, like maybe like something like actual triggered that dream, and I was just like looking around and there was nothing there, so I probably looked insane, but it was like, you know, like you just think that something in the real world triggered your dream world. I would continue right where I left off. Sometimes I have repeat dreams. I don't think I get repeat dreams. I just get like really dumb anxiety, low stress, but stress is still there dreams, which I don't think is good either. But the last version, I mean, that sounds kind of beautiful, but also just so scary. So scary. My brain doesn't know where to go for the rest of the story. Oh, you know, I get that sometimes. Like you're in the dream, but you're also watching yourself in the dream. I get that. Or it's like you're playing a VR game, but you're also watching like your feed on like a Let's Play of yourself playing that game. Manifested a comfort blanket into my dream unintentionally last night. I can't do anything. I have not been able to do anything like that. Like lucid dreaming, manifesting things in your dream kind of stuff. I just have like the dumb versions of it. I have a really cool dream. I write down everything I can remember about it as soon as I wake up. My dreams would go crazy in a light novel. Oh yeah, but right, like that's what I'm talking about. Like if you like something in what you're doing actually is like affecting. Oops. Okay, oh. That's all one layer now. That's okay. What you're doing in the dream. And I always want to know if that's the case. I had a dream, and then I woke up and tried to write down my dream, but the words wouldn't form on paper. I realized it was also a dream. I woke up. That is kind of freaky. But like in a cool way, in that, right, you felt like you woke up and you tried to write something, but then you couldn't write something, so that's how you knew you were still in a dream and you just woke up from a dream in a dream. That's I had a dream of work and then work. I had a dream of work and then I woke up and I had to go to work. I was so mad. Honestly, yeah, that just feels like you like got cheated out of an actual dream. That sucks. Work dreams the worst. And then the random characters pop up, like I'm fighting a dragon Dark Soul style and Chie comes. Chie could definitely kick a Dark Souls dragon. I mean, she would. I don't know if it would be the best idea, but she would. Imagine having a full work day, then waking up and having to do it again. That sucks. It just feels like a waste of a dream. But also, I think I would like read too much into it and think like it was like my dream was trying to warn me about something. Like not even something big, but just like, oh, maybe in my dream I like made a mistake here, or like I sent the wrong email, and now that I'm awake, I will send the right email. A dream. I was walking, then I tripped, then I woke up and smacked my head against the bed frame. A little funny, yes, true. The size is important, yeah. My dreams are, it feels like a full week past. I wake up super disoriented. Ugh. I'd rather take the usual dream, just the void. And dreams that kind of came true, like the events happened later in life. Ooh. Anything interesting? Or is it just like the mundane thing? But I feel like even the mundane things would be kind of exciting because you're like, oh my god, I saw that happen in my dream. Or are they like Agent Dale Cooper levels of premonition dreams? I get deja vu with my dreams all the time. Like to predict the future, and the next day the exact scenario happens in my dream. Because you guys have like way more interesting or like in touch dreams than I do. I think one of the funniest stories I have about dreams was, oh yeah, it was another point. It was a couple years back. It was another point in my life where I was having trouble sleeping and getting good sleep. So my husband was like, oh, we should try getting you a weighted blanket and seeing how that works for you, because I know I've heard like weighted blankets are really good for some people, and they've been really helpful, and you know, it could be your anxiety, so maybe a weighted blanket would be really good. And I do like a lot of like weight, like I'll pile up blankets, or like I'll pile up like my like bigger plushies on like parts of my bed, so I have like weight on top. So I'm like, yeah, I think okay, like let's try it. I think a weighted blanket would be good. And they're supposed to help with anxiety, right? But like, they gave me nightmares essentially. So it did like the exact opposite of what it should have done. And I think I want to try it again, because I think it might have just been like it got like maybe bunched up somewhere, and so the weight distribution wasn't good, or like I should get a cover for it, because I think I just bought it and it was just the weighted blanket, so it was just not really like a comfortable sort of blanket. But the one I remember the most, they tried it for a few days, was, like I woke up and my husband was like, okay, how was it? Like, did you sleep any better? And I was like, I had a dream where I was holding 2 large flower bouquets in both of my hands, and I had to hold my hands straight out, like straight out for as long as I could, and like a horde of wasps and hornets just came and just kept like flying around the bouquets and landing on me, and that was my entire dream. Like, that was the whole dream. I haven't had much luck when it comes to trying things that are supposed to make sleep better. Right? There's got to be something to unpack there in that dream. It's like a month later, but it's never anything useful. In a dream, I met my manager, and then it came true. It was bald and everything, just like my dream. Oh, but I wasn't in trouble like my... I was in trouble. Okay, that's good. Because the trouble can be in the dream, and this is not real, but then meeting him in real life and not being in trouble, that's good. I bought a second pillow for the first time at 30. Drastically helped me sleep. Not a dakimakura, but basically one. Hey. It's like a long body pillow type thing. Yeah, when you're an adult, you can just buy new pillows for yourself. Yeah, it's surprising the difference like a new pillow can make. Or honestly, just like changing your sheets. Maybe I can dream parallel worlds. Was that like in Doctor Strange? Multiverse of Madness? The dreams are like the alternate timelines, or like the alternate universes. Kind of cool. Sometimes if I'm reading a manga before I sleep, I'll end up sitting in my dream. That happens to me a lot with games. If I'm playing a game a lot, I end up dreaming about that game, and it's usually like not a great thing. Well, sometimes it's nice. Well, like you hear the Pokemon sounds in your dream, but the one I had most recently was when Everdark Libra first came out in Night Rain, and me and my group, we just kept trying to beat Everdark Libra, and it took us a few days. We just weren't getting him, and then I would just dream about fighting Everdark Libra. Full-on Night Lord boss fights in my dream. And then it would be one of those dreams where like I'm doing the thing, but I'm also watching myself in the dream, and I would like do my little boss fight, and I would try to like watch it and learn from my own boss fight. I'm like, well, my timing is off here. If I dodge roll just like a little bit like later, then I will get the iframes to me. Like it was terrible. It was so bad. Dreams influenced by what I read are my favorite. Isekai me into that shit. Man, I don't want an isekai dream. I just get it covered in hornets and bees dreams. Ugh. Yeah, I don't get too much of those kind of, like, you try to do something, but you just physically can't. Like, those kinds of, you know, you try to run, but you can't run fast at all. I know those are really bad, because I know they're... And they sound really freaky too, but I don't tend to have them. Which is good, I'm glad. But yeah, as I've been saying, the trade-off is I just get anxiety dreams on the regular. I know I say this every time I bring it up, but I'm really not trying to make it necessarily a gendered thing, but I'm like, oh, guys have a lot of dreams where they punch, because I've heard from like so many guys in my life, like, yeah, like you just can't punch in your dream because every time I try to punch, like it's so slow and there's no power behind that punch. And every guy's like, yeah, man, like I get that too. Like I had a dream like that too. And I don't think I've ever had a dream. No, I've definitely had dreams where I've like punched and stuff. But I mean, I had one recently where I had to do some punching. But yeah, I don't think it wasn't a matter of I couldn't. It was like a slow and heavy punch. It was like I couldn't do damage to the thing I was punching. But because the thing I was punching was like just not able to take damage, and I kept wanting to like punch, like I needed to punch it. I have a lot of dream of disasters and fighting in disasters. What would you do in this scenario kind of thing? Honestly, that seems kind of fun though. At 6:40 p.m. I'm tired, but at 10 p.m. when I want to sleep, I'll be wide awake. I feel your pain, my dude. That's just... So that's what it is. I'll stay awake a little longer and then I'll be able to go to sleep comfortably. A real phenomenon that when black and white TVs first came out, people started dreaming in black and white. I had side characters die in my dreams and it would rip my heart out so bad that when I wake up, I can't believe an entire character was someone made up in my mind just to die. A lot of dreams where I'm going full out Dragon Ball style punching bouts with someone, and every time my arms feel like jelly. I don't have many fighting dreams. I kind of like them. They sound fun. Believe in yourself, believe in your muscle power. Yes, I have had this dream. Made it really the hood fur really fluffy, but I think I want to make it different fluffy. I wish I had like cool powered fantasy dreams. I just like do paperwork in my dreams. It's not fair. Told you I have like task dreams. Like I have something that needs to be done in this dream. But yeah, they're pretty uneventful and just more that it forces me to like deal with stressful situations and then get through them, but it's all, yeah, it's just, they're not fun. Into this really bad nightmare where I was stuck in a parking garage and people were coming at me with knives. Don't know how or what it feels like. Oof. I think the parts in my dream when I would get armed, like the times I have had kind of fighting dreams, my dream would like stop. if it would get to that point of like get stabbed or something. Like, nope, we're done. Or like the sleep but cognizant of what's going on in reality. They're crazy. But yeah, the point being, I usually don't have fun dreams. Be a little goofy. I used to get a lot of isekai action dreams, but now I'm having a lot more realistic dreams. My whimsy is being taken away from me. It might be a uni thing. Or I don't know, maybe you're just like... The kendo is enough to satisfy your brain's need for fighting. No, I want my isekai fantasy dreams back. The isekai fantasy dreams were just preparing you for your actual shonen protagonist life. Maybe, yeah. I mean, do you need the dreams when you're experiencing the moments? Handling and shooting guns in the rain. Is that... Sorry. Is that like a... What am I trying to... I feel like there's different kinds of... I mean, it's not different kinds, but like... I guess what I'm trying to say is like, is it more of like a clay pigeon sort of situation of like target shooting? That makes sense of what I'm trying to ask. Like, is it a certain style? My paper target. Ah, I see. I have no particular interest in like range shooting, and guns are scary, but at like I know like there are round ones in the States now, but I was trying to like trying to find a way to describe a round one to someone who has not been or to or seen one. But it's like one of those round ones that have a lot of like the amusement, like the other amusement stuff, like up the sports stuff and like games stuff. And so I did. It was a round one I went to that had like a shooting, like a target shooting thing, and we were doing just a bunch of the like sports and games and kind of stuff at this round one. This round one we had like one of those those like bucking bronco bull mechanical bull things. So it had like a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, this is a crazy round one. But there was like a shooting target thing at this round one that we did, and I was like, I'll do it, and I did like what I thought was like kind of okay, and I'm like, oh, that was fun. And then I walked out, and my friends were like, "Yo, Ellie, you're like a crack shot. Like, what are you? Like, you got like everything." And I'm like, "No, I just treated it like a game. It was really fun." But I didn't know. So I don't know. Maybe I'm good. I didn't think it was. I was like, well, maybe they're just being nice to me. Like an elaborate Dave and Buster's. That's accurate. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna be perfect. It's imperative you say jackpot after every shot. The IRL was better than the FPS. I mean, honestly, like, it was. My in-game, not very good, but apparently I hit many targets. Around one. You do have to say jackpot after every shot. Just think, what would Leon Kennedy do? It is cooler to say the stupid one-liner. I think in the new trailer, like Resident Evil trailer that had Leon in it, he had like a one-liner, and I like applauded. I was so happy because it's like, oh, they can't, like, it's part of his character. You have to make him say silly stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm scary. A lot of female staff were responsible for making 50-year-old Leon. He looks good. only trust women for giving me the hot 50-year-old character. He looked alright. He looked pretty good in the trailer. I think like the trailer was also very dark, so I didn't, there's not, I think it a bunch of detail, but I thought he looked cool. Where's everyone going? Bingo night? Give me that 80-year-old, 50-year-old yawn. Makes me think of that one, like Mega Man NT Warrior screen cap. That's like, it's the old man. It's like, I'm 30 years old. Ain't that how it just feels like, though? Ooh. I don't want to be too locked in for these hands because I know I'll fuss over them a bit. So, I'll keep yapping. This weekend, I was like, oh, I hope chat doesn't get mad at me because I didn't get as much done on my checklist as I wanted to. They're all certainly in progress. Like, it's not like I didn't work on them. They're just not finished. Like, when I was yapping for like an hour when I started stream, I had these guys up, because I wanted to get like the reference sheet up for Allie, and I wanted to add the mascots to the reference sheet, so I drew these, and then I just need to like put them all into one or two images and look clean because it's not clean. But something like cute. Cute. So sweet. And oh right, I was supposed to make a stream schedule. I did like have it on Twitch because Twitch's stream schedule system is really funny to me. I don't know, maybe we'll do that on stream because for the first one I was gonna make it a joke and do like a really crappy MS Paint kind of schedule, but I also didn't know exactly what I wanted to do this week. Well, yeah, I was made sure to get like the waiting rooms up, but yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know what the I want the vibe for the week to be. Like, I don't know if I want to start another long kind of visual novel type thing, or if I wanted to do uh 9 Souls. Um, I have to Echo the Outer Wilds DLC. Sorry, I'm trying to draw the thumb correctly. I did some updates to Twitch and chatbot sort of stuff. And we're doing all the writing stuff for Region is a work in progress. Hopefully, we'll be done by tonight or tomorrow if things don't go smooth today. But yeah, I think I'll probably offer like. People were asking last time if I was gonna do like PNG Uber commissions and stuff. I probably will. Offering a bunch of different things means I need to have some guidelines about a bunch of different things. So typing and editing and thinking and getting tummy hurty over pricing. Thank you. I have like just a tiny preview window in the corner. Here's my OC, who is a boy, but I always worry that I make him look too cute, feminine, but because I like accessories. Thank you. Thingies. I can't believe my chat knows that. Yeah, I've got a couple on the list that I want to do. I've also just been in such a drawing mood. But I don't want like every stream. I know I did like 3 drawing streams last week. Kind of loosely, because some of those, at least one of those streams was not very productive at all. I don't want to do like too many, as in I don't want all of this week to be more drawing, but it is fun to just chat. Easier to chat when I'm just drawing rather than, playing a Souls-like and screaming. Lucky jacket. showered and gave my doggy a bath and finished laundry. Sounds good and productive. Aw, doggy bath. I wish I had a dog. I wish I had a little furry friend. It's gonna be rough. Okay. That's not okay. Clean it up. That's not. Too bad. Okay. Very nice work. Thank you. Sorry, I was drawing the fingers, the hands and the fingers, so I need to lock in a little bit. I knew if I didn't, I would be redrawing these hands for 45 minutes again. That pinky looks awful. But we don't need it to be perfect. We just need it to be done. Okay. Might have missed it. How did your to-do list go? I was just talking about that. I was saying that I was like hoping chat didn't get mad at me because they're not a lot of the stuff that was on. Was this one? Yeah. Last stream's checklist are not done, but certainly I worked on them. So fine. Your stream, your rules. Thank you. Yeah, but I should be held to my own checklist that I write for myself. I was just saying that like most of the things are done-ish, and like I can probably finish them, or at least a good chunk of them after this stream. We are in your house, but as guests of my house, I owe you a little something. But I was saying that like so these little guys I had up in the beginning of the stream when I was yapping for like an hour and not doing anything. I wanted to add mascots to like a reference sheet before I finally posted the Alley Catch reference model sheet, etc. for my avatar, my character. I wanted to add these little guys to it, so I drew those over the weekend, and then I need to add them to the big file and make sure the big file is actually like visually appealing and looks digestible. Yeah. And then like you guys can draw me if you want at these little guys. Plus it's like fun to have them. It's fun to make one for yourself and be like, look, My character. Post in my featured Discord. Maybe you guys will wear me down for a Discord someday. We still kind of don't have names for them. I think like a while ago I did decide on them, but then everyone started calling them different things, and I just started using those. I don't know if are you allowed to have, not allowed, but can you like link different Discord accounts like together? You know what I mean? In the way that with some other, social media things, you can have two accounts and you just switch between them. You do that with Discord? Could always outsource the work. Just having a Discord is a lot of work, and then like modding it and stuff like that. But also, my main like true reason for being a little avoidant of it is I have worked in places that required my the means of communication for that work was Discord, so I don't want to cross too many wires. That's crazy. Hey, I thought so too. Why would they not use Microsoft Teams? Because they use Discord. Yeah. And at the time, I like didn't think it was gonna be really like the primary source of communication, or like it wouldn't last that long, or it's just like, because I thought it was just a thing of like, oh, we'll just message you at first with like the information, and then we'll get you set up on Teams. Like I thought it was like that, where it's like, oh, it's easier than or like you'll get it faster than like the email. But no, it was like actually just Discord. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, you have my email, you could just email me these things. And I didn't think I'd be giving you my Discord, like, and you would just keep messaging me on my personal Discord that I use for, it was just like one of those things. And then because if I knew it was gonna be like their primary communication, or like it was going to be a longer time, then I would have done what some of my coworkers did, was like, oh no, I made a new account and I gave them that one, or like I have like a work Discord and like my personal Discord, and I'm like, well, I didn't know. Like, I thought it was just going to be like, this person messages me once. Because it was kind of like an on-the-spot thing too. Like, I mean, we were just kind of talking there at the job or like at work, and it was like, oh, just give me your Discord and I'll send you the stuff, and then I can set this thing up for you too. And I was like, awesome. And then it was just like I just kept getting more like messages on the Discord, and I was like, no, please don't do this. Yeah. I mean, that was my thinking too. I'm like, there's just so many more options, and they're a lot better and more professional. And then it doesn't like run this in like the problem of having all these wires crossed and having like your not being able to keep like personal and work separate, which is the thing that made me really mad. And yeah, if I knew beforehand, it would have been fine. I would have just made another account or something, because I had coworkers at that one, and it's not just one place. I've had other places whose like the work was like, we'll contact you, and then they had my email, but then they wanted like a Discord for just like talking, and I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. But then they just kept using Discord, and I'm like, you have my email, please. um but I was gonna say, like, I had like coworkers and both of those places who not, I don't want to say both, but like when we had to use Discord, it was like I had coworkers who would do like freelance stuff too, or things where they were kind of communicating with clients through Discord and stuff like that. And it's like, again, that's fine if you are prepared for it, because then you have, you know, a separate account, or like, you know, you're just better equipped to deal with it if you are prepared for it. But it was so sprung on me, and then I was like, well, okay. And then, yeah, it gets weird because there's some, you know, work where I'm known by different names and, like, you know, the profile pictures, and it's just like, we could have just used Slack, we could have just used Teams, we could have just used email. Anyway, that's my vent. Tried to get Discord banned at my job, and the IT department told me no, too many of them use Discord. Ugh. I don't want my boss to see when I'm playing games on my off time. That smiling friends clip. But yeah, exactly. Or like not. I mean, in the clip in Smiling Friends, and definitely not what any of us do. Like, oh, I just see that you're playing a game on Steam right now. Yeah, right. Yeah. Man, oopsie on the IT server. Anything but Discord. I'm upset for you. Thank you. So, I mean, yeah. My main point being that, like, part of my aversion is, like, not having my own personal Discord, like, out more than I have already wanted it, than it already is. But then, like, not knowing if it is just a thing of, like, different accounts or, like, different security system, like, settings. But I got off onto my tangent of Discord is more of a social software, and, you know, don't use it. Don't use it for work. Even if that work is like cool, fun, casual, you know, like no, just no. Remembered when Microsoft told their Microsoft Team developers that Teams wasn't adequate for working at home, so they needed to come to work. Yikes. Yeah. Work life, Discord is personal life. Yeah. I mean, we don't need to be corresponding so fast that an email wouldn't cut it in the stuff that I was doing, but also, like, if it doesn't, then, like, just shut up, Teams, jeez. Okay. You can have multiple Discord accounts, and you can manage up to 5 accounts natively using the account switcher feature on desktop and mobile. To create a new account, you'll need different email address, and then you can add it to your app, switch between them without logging out. Okay. Thank you for the information. That's good to know. And now I know it. Okay, but also, I need to go back to my vent a bit. Because we had to use Discord for, like, work and stuff, we had to, you know, sign in to Discord to use it when we were, like, in the office working, which is so bad, because I'm like, you want me to log in with my personal account onto a work computer, which is, like, I wasn't so concerned with, like, oh, they're gonna, like, the security, they're gonna steal my information, but it was more that, like, it was just, we were just working in an office with friends, so it's like, you can't leave your computer for a second because someone is gonna jump onto your computer and, like, message, like, Like, they're just gonna send, like, dick butt to all your friends. Like, you can't leave your computer. It was just awful. It was so bad. What's the chance that when they fire you, or, like, yeah, like, when you leave your work, they forget to ban you from the Discord? I'm giving the microphone a wry smile. Stuff on there you can check while you work. It was like, no, it was just so poorly thought out. And I think, like, to their credit, it was, they were trying to have, like, a kind of more, like, less strict and, like, more kind of casual, like, oh, just, like, be at ease, like, it's cool sort of, like, vibe. But I mean, when you do that, it leads to these kinds of things of, like, I really don't want to log into my personal Discord account to use, like, to message, you know, my manager about, like, what file I need to work on next. Like, like, no, that's not casual and cool and fun. That's, like, very stressful and anxiety inducing. And, like, you can still be chill and have casual conversations via something like Teams, right? Or like you can still just, like, shoot the shit on Teams. It's not like, oh, now that, because it's Discord, it's a little more chill. Like, no, like, dude. Right, that's the thing. Like, it wasn't. And I'm not saying, like, oh yeah, it's like Teams is the best. Like, it's more like I just don't want to be using, like, my personal anything. And to be fair, I'd far rather have to have work Discord than work email if I have to dig through stuff. I mean, fair. I totally understand. Like, if it's a matter of you're just sending messages a lot back and forth, then yeah, I wouldn't want to do email. But if it's just like you're just sending, like, one message or, like, a file with an attachment, like, it's fine to just, like, my point being that I was not doing things on those jobs that was, like, the communication needed to be so, like, quick and urgent and, like, a conversation that it couldn't have just been done through email. So it was like, this was just unnecessary on so many levels. Oh, why didn't I make a separate Discord account? Because I didn't think that we would be using it for, like, a long time. Like, so it was a situation where, like, I already knew some people that were working at this job, and it was sort of like I was there at the time, and we were just, like, talking of, like, oh wait, like, we didn't give you this thing, like, we didn't send you a thing, like, oh, like, no problem, I'll send that over to you right now. Actually, like, oh, can I just send it on your, like, their Discord or whatever? And be like, yeah, that's fine. And then they just, like, added me to things. And I was like, wait, that's not what I meant. And I was like, oh, no, like, it's fine. It's like, no, that's not what I meant. You couldn't get IT to assign you to your new account. Unfortunately, it was just, like, not that kind of operation. I don't want to get too into, like, the nitty gritty and the details, but it wasn't like a huge, like, big corpo company that I was working for this, like, I don't know, I guess leaning more towards, like, startup sort of feeling rather than, like, oh, it's a big company where I could have just, like, rung a, like, be like, oh, can I ask IT to do this thing for me? It was just like a, legitimately, I just thought they were gonna send me, like, one thing on, like, a like a Discord message, and then I would do the rest through a different account or like Teams or email or something. And it was just like, nope, they really just meant Discord. Yeah, definitely sort of admittedly part of it was my fault, but it really was just like a thing of I didn't think it was going to be like they were just going to keep using my Discord. I thought it was literally like we'll send you like one message and then go from there, because it's like the easiest way to send you like this little bit of information, or like this like the Wi-Fi password, and I'm like, okay, cool. But it was not that. But what I should have done was just make a new account and then had them change to that. But it was annoying, and it happened very fast. So the mascots are cute, by the way. Thank you. But yeah, back to my original point was I do these and then I'm gonna add them to the. Actually, I think some of you guys haven't seen it, so I'm gonna let me hopefully not have this freaking crash my program because it's a really big file. They have names. Sweats. So I have been trying to come up with. I haven't like settled on them because I've been bouncing back between a couple names, but we were going with like Takepi and Pipi, like Pipinda or something. There's a lot of like PP, like PI sounds in the names. But then we all just sort of kept calling this one Cool Panda, and we kept calling this one Girl Panda, or like Pandette, and those have just been sticking a little bit more. Do I stream tomorrow? Yes. I haven't 100% decided on what I'll do, but it's leaning towards continuing Nine Souls tomorrow. So I'll be playing some Souls like, and I gotta get through I've been avoiding it because I'm at a place that's highly environmentally hazardous, and I really hate traversing it, but I gotta do it at some point. Okay, good. I was scared that was gonna show my window that I had to open. Hello. Sounds great. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Have a good sleep. And then, oh god, please don't. Right. So this is the reference sheet thing. Full body reference. Now, like, nope, it's not like compiled on a nice single image yet. They're all just layered on top of each other. Back. Side view. So those will go together with these guys. That'll be that. Shades with the Z is important. Copen is basically the Leon Kennedy of the universe. Also the CEO of a particular beverage company. My mascots have more lore than I do. That's right, that's Leon Kennedy. Me, lore? Nah, I'm not really much of a lore person. Has like 8 full pages of backstory for both my mascots. But other than that, actually did some stuff. I did some panel setups and oh, you're right. I had to think of some different chat commands. I set up a couple, but not all of them. Maybe not all of them, but like I've set up like 2, Leon and Ashley. I am more of an Ada Wong person, but honestly, who isn't? Let's be real with ourselves. We don't even have to be real with ourselves. She is so hot. And Vision is like getting there. It's mostly I've got to write up some more kind of like guideline/rule stuff and pricing and more of a, because I wanted to offer different things, but different things require different sets of rules and stuff. Like an illustration versus like an animation /PNG tuber thing are going to be a little different. So I have to write those up. But and then maybe we can do like a stream. We can do that. We can do that now. Okay. My idea for like the schedule was gonna be something like really stupid, like that's not what hands look like. You want your schedule here, take it. Usually go to popular Beacon artists and see their rules, and if I like them, use some of theirs. That's what I've been doing. A lot of my research has been like going on like cruising the front page, clicking ones that I like or like feel, I don't know, similar to what I'm thinking about offering, and then just kind of reading them and being like, like, oh, good point. Like, oh, I completely forgot about that. Here's the thing about schedules. I've seen a lot of art streamers thinking they have to do a whole fancy piece of art every week for the schedule. Like, nah, this like this is like literally my idea. If anything, I would just change like the crappy little like 1-minute doodle on the side every week. Like next week she'll just have like a Santa hat. I feel like but I do, and like the thing is I do have kind of nice handwriting, so I'm like I should write the actual important information kind of nicely, and everything else can be kind of shitty. What is that? Oopsie. What is that in like EST? Is that 9 p.m.? Or what time do I start streams for you? Make it a little bit more legible. 9 p.m. Thank you. I know that might not be the most common time zone for people watching me, but it's the one it's the ones I'm used to, so. I guess I'd have to be like to like indicate it's like the day before. Like he's gonna write like the day before. Or is it just, can I trust people reading this to use their minds and know that it's gonna be a day before or a day before the schedule if it's in JST or times in JST? No. Yeah. You can't trust at all. I have to write like, right? I was like, oh, maybe I should just do this, like. The night before. I mean, no, this is completely in line with like how like shitty I want this schedule to be. The schedule needs to explain the concept of the time. I need to like copy and paste like the Merriam-Webster definition of a time zone and put it on the bottom. Oh, wait, you know, we can do this. Do this. So like the take a screenshot of Google search of JST to EST. I'm in the future. Could have made these lines a little better too. Wait. Okay, now I'm just at the point where I just want this to look a tiny bit more put together. But not by much. Animal. There we go. The color coding is big brain, holy hell. It's not that good. Okay, well, I mean, today is now is today. Whatever. So we can... So today we're just doing art. Tomorrow, yeah, like we'll play 9 Souls. And Wednesday is usually like I like having a little break in between, so. Break. And then why is Friday so big? Thursday. Thinking either Outer Wilds DLC. I think Friday I want to do it. I'll do another art stream on Friday. That might work out better. And then Thursday maybe Outer Wilds DLC or something, some other game. If I have a break the day before, then it gives me time to remember how the controls work in Outer Wilds. I'm so confused. Your Thursday or my Thursday? My Thursday. Oh wait, I read. No wait, yeah. Wasn't it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday? Yeah, maybe. Oh, we can't use. We'll use. I don't like how I wrote that. Schedule done. Friday needs to go on a diet. It's really okay. Maybe we can maybe. This is where the effort goes. This is where the effort starts going. Late enough for me. Have to get to bed. Good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon for me. But thanks for sticking around. I know it's I know my streams end up talking about time zones. They end up being kind of late for people, so I do always appreciate it for when people come in and stay for a while. This is all you're missing, so it's me redoing these ugly little lines. But the point is that it's supposed to be silly and dumb, so. Good night. Have a good rest. And a day at work, I think? Wait, okay. What's the segmented line for? I thought it looked cool. I thought it was kind of cool for like a break, but no, actually, it does kind of make it more confusing now that I look at it. Now that I like zoomed out and looked at it, so we're just gonna we'll make it a straight line again, and then we're just gonna do that. And this is fine. This is get out of here. Is there any like other information a schedule needs to have? It's been like a year since I did my first live stream on YouTube, and I'm like making my first schedule now, and it looks like this. There are no rules to streaming. Just do it. What is it? I'll write it out so that people don't get confused, but the month and day format notation to Friday is the 19th. Scuff, scuff, scuff. Oh. Progress is progress, albeit very slow. Well, I like... I feel like that sounds like worse, but I'm gonna spin it positively. Honestly, I didn't think I would ever be in a place where I would need a stream schedule. And, like, I still kind of don't, but, like, I guess more of what I'm saying is I didn't think I would be in a place... I wouldn't have reached a place where people were asking me for one. It's positive! Like, I didn't think it would be... I didn't think people would be like, what's your stream schedule? Like, oh, do you have a schedule? Like, what are you gonna do for the rest of the week? And I just, like... I didn't think I would be there. So, I guess this is cool. Surprised you're not affiliated yet. We after today, we might. I've been... I think I just needed the one requirement left, which was 3 average viewers on, like, what is it, 4 days? And I think we should probably, like, hit that today. Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. It is. It was kind of what I imagine happened. Sorry, that was a little, like, all over the place, me trying to explain that. I think what happened was more that, right, so I had a trip late October to early November to visit family, and I just wasn't on my computer or streaming or anything during that time. And so I was kind of, I think, like, I had reached that, and then not streaming for, like, 3 weeks kind of, like, undid that. So I had to, like, redo it. I had to, like, redo a bunch of the requirements, I think, is what happened. Not entirely sure, but I think we'll get there, like, today, which is cool. I have to color code this too. 14. Oopsie. 8. Oh wait, we can cut that is too thin. And then other weeks we'll just reuse this. Not obnoxious enough. Actually, I don't like that. Wait, that's not how speech bubbles work. It needs to point them out. I'm very particular about very silly things. Actually, no, I don't think speech bubble placement is silly at all. It's not good. Just... Okay, maybe we can do it like this. A little better. It's a more proper speech bubble. There it is. There's the stream schedule. There you go. Said it before and I'll say it again. Allie's streams are very soothing on the mind and great for winding down at the end of the day. I agree with Dawn Seeker, except the conversation about Discord that got me really heated. Thank you, Dawn. I always appreciate when you say that. It's very nice to hear. And I'm glad, because I think I'm very silly. And I'm glad it's good, like, winding down content and not, oh my god, this woman's insane. But glad someone commiserated with me on that Discord a bit. You think this is the burden of all streamers located in Japan? Kind of. And, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Like, because I know a lot of some of the, like, people that work in the big agencies, like HoloLive and HoloStars. I know people have been, like, kind of moving to, or at least staying in Japan for some amounts of time. And I don't get how they still stream on, like, their regular schedules, or, like, the ones they're more used to at times, because I'm like, that is, like, 3 or 4 a.m. here. That's kind of, don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But I've kind of said before that, like, I used to care a lot about kind of trying to stream at good times for people in different time zones. On YouTube shows you, like, analytics on stuff like where your viewers are, or like you have a lot of viewers in, like, this country and stuff, which is, like, fun information to know. But when you're like uploading videos at a certain time or streaming at a certain time, you kind of can't help but think, like, is that a good time to start stream if I have a lot of, you know, people from, like, the Philippines watching me? And then, like, when I started streaming, I cared about that a lot. Like, I kept thinking about it and just trying to come up with, like, what's a good time to pick. And eventually I just stopped caring. Not because I was like, who cares? But it ended up being a thing of, like, people would just show up if they could, or if they wanted to, or if it's like, hey, can't sleep, just pop it in your chat, it's fun. And it's like, okay, it doesn't, it's not like it doesn't matter at all, but it matters, like, less than you think. Yeah, the best time is the one that works for you. But yeah. I mean, ultimately, yes, but that it's also kind of a thing of, like, does this time work for me? Like, am I eating lunch at a good time if I stream here? But then I think, like, oh, well, if I started my streams a little earlier, like 10 a.m. Japan time, would that throw everyone else off? And would that throw me off? So, I don't know. I think the best thing to do is just not worry about it too much, is what I've learned. Right? Shifting the entire sleep schedule, something. And I mean, on like YouTube and stuff, like, VODs are up and all that, but people do want to catch, like, me fighting a particular boss or something, and, you know, the VODs are up there. How long have we gone? Like 3 hours? I might, I did more than I wanted, which, I mean, as in, I was a bit more productive than I thought. Prophecy came true. I said, if this is a chill stream, if I set out to say that, like, title and description, this is going to be a more chill stream, I'll be more productive. Because when I said it was going to be a productive stream, I didn't do anything for like 3 hours. Yeah, we had good chats. I did like a full like line art, and I did this stupid schedule, which I did want to do on stream actually, so that works. And then I hope you guys are productive too. I think we'll probably go for a little bit longer, or maybe this is a good time to wrap up, because I do want to do stuff off stream and get like VGen up and all that. Schedule is peak. It's pretty good. Honestly, it's like pretty good. I think all the important information is there, and it's easy to read. Like, you get all the information you want, like, quickly too. You don't have to like search around and look at a time, or you don't have to like really click this on Twitter to just actually read everything. And it's funny and appealing. I'm a genius, actually. I'm goated. Like, I don't know, guys. I'm goated. I think. Oh, thank you, Scrub, for the goats. You're ahead of the trend. People spend real money on schedules. I'm like, why? I mean, I think that's part. Like, I don't want to. This is not even a hot take, but kind of things I have learned on my like journey through streaming, and kind of getting to know more people who also stream and talking about it. I think something that is easy to kind of fall into is thinking that you need a lot of things to even just start streaming, and like, oh, people won't pay attention to me, or like click on my stream if I don't have like a nice schedule and a nice setup and a nice this and that. And totally understandable, and I totally get that. And I do think there are some things that are kind of more important than others. Like, I think a good audio setup, like a good microphone and stuff, that's really quite important. But a lot of the other things in between, like, on the topic of having a really nice stream schedule, or like a stream schedule at all, in my case, is like, it's nice to have, but I don't particularly think that would be like a make or break for anyone. It's like, I was gonna subscribe to this streamer, but they don't have a nice stream schedule. Never mind. But the point more so being that it's easy to think that you need, like, it's necessary to have a lot of kind of nice things, and have things just be like fancy and nice, like, from the very start, and that becomes intimidating and a hurdle, and just like, well, I can't start streaming if I don't have like a really nice overlay and a logo and like a fully rigged VTuber model, which will cost $1,000 and stuff. But yeah, I don't think those things matter less. I mean, I guess think about like talking to all the many people in my chat who are like thinking about stream. I don't know. Maybe you guys are thinking about streaming too. But I guess it's more like, think about the streamers you watch and what you like about their content, and is the thing you like about the streamer you watch really like their overlay? Like, it probably helps for sure, but it might not be like, if they didn't have it for a day, would you be like, I'm done with this guy? I'll eat my... You can be... Now it's your turn! I do like that cool ass point that like All Might does, and it's like, it's you're next. I have trouble being a chatter, never mind a streamer, so tired of all the yapping I've been doing. Actually, this past weekend, I went out to see like movies and stuff, and we had dinner at like just like a Chinese restaurant or like a gyoza place, I guess, for dinner, and they had a TV in the restaurant, and the TV was showing the last episode of My Hero Academia. So like my husband and I were just having dinner watching the last episode of Hiroaka, just being like, oh yeah, I remember that part. Because we watched, I mean, we were into it at the beginning and a lot of the early stuff, and then we just kind of both fell off of it. But we, like kind of one of those series where you know a lot of stuff that happens, and we're just like eating gyoza, just watching it and being like, oh my. It's such a vibe, honestly. It was really fun. It was a really fun dinner. Like, oh, you remember how good that All Might scene was at the end of season 1? Like, they just haven't gotten to that level like since then. It's so good. You Say Run, classic. But anyway, yeah. Now it's your turn. I don't know what he says. Like, now it's your turn, or you're next, or something. And I just remember thinking it was really cool because All Might is so cool. All Might was like one of my favorite characters. I also just love the idea of like an America-based superhero, who not only is great, like he's just a great character, but like the concept of like Delaware Smash and like Texas Smash is just so funny. Good night for real. Like, yes. I know you said I'm off like 5 times, and I was like in the back of my head like, I don't want you to have to stay up longer, like please. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow, so thank you again, and I hope you have a good rest. See you next time as I yap to these people a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of shonen manga are like that. Like the start is mwah, chef's kiss, like so good, and then they kind of get lost in the sauce. Like, I think the beginning of Hiroaka is really, really, really fun, and I think once it started getting away from like the school stuff, and like the stakes got really high, and it was all just about like, oh, these kids gotta fight these war criminals now. It's like, oh, okay, like, can I go back to school? But I think there's still a lot of fun concepts and a lot of really fun. Like, I'm always just a sucker for like superpowers with a lot of limitations. So I think Hiroaka does some of the characters really well, and like, you know, One Piece has that in spades. But I love that kind of stuff. Like Mirio was one of my favorite characters too, because I love that concept of like, yeah, here's a power that you think is kind of sounds normal, and you know, you've heard of it, but then what if it was just awful, just absolutely just dog water to have that power? And then what if a guy got so good at using that dog water power? Like, that's just a great concept. Wonderful. But yeah. No, I feel you. Like, I think the villain's arc was just really long, and just, you know, it's just like, give me more fat gum. I want to see more of that guy. Be the American the Japanese think you are. At the start of the story, I was hoping Deku would be kind of a Batman. Me too. I was hoping it was gonna be more of like a guy whose thing was no powers, but he was like really smart. And I mean, I think Kaiju number 8 does a really good job of that. Of like, yeah, the guy has these crazy superpowers too, but a lot of what makes him a good, like, superpowered hero is he has a lot of like the knowledge that he got as a human, having none of those capabilities. And I think Kaiju number 8 strikes that like nice balance of like you can do both. But yeah, I think Deku went a little too hard into the, like, I gotta break my fingers every time I use my attacks. Drakey, go to bed. Yeah, he did for a bit. Detroit Smash, except it doesn't do anything because you can't have shit in Detroit. Current season was one of the best. The animation was really nice in the parts that I saw. I'm just gonna be here talking about Hiroaka for like 5. I said I was gonna. Look, we'll wind down and start talking about anime. Anyway, this is what I was drawing today. Kirishima and Fat Gummers. Kirishima is. I keep saying like one of my favorite characters because I can't really pick between the ones I really ended up liking, but like, yeah, like Kirishima was definitely up there for a long time. And like Kirishima, All Might, Mirio, like those are just some really top tier characters. Yes, man. If you recommend it like this, I'll have to check it out. Kaiju number 8 added for context. Yeah. I think it's really cool. I don't want to like color your expectations going in too much, but it's cool. It's fun. It's got a lot of elements of like other shonen in it. Like, I was going somewhere with this and I totally forgot. I feel like there's another title I was trying to compare it to, but there's a bit of like the Chainsaw Man to it, of like they fight all these different kaiju with different powers, but like the main character has some knowledge of kaiju that he uses that makes him better on the field than, you know, or like a lot more useful on the field. And I think the thing that drew me in at the beginning when I first started reading Kaiju number 8 was that the main character is like a 30-year-old man, and I was like, yay, like an adult. But also that it's like, okay, if you have played Like a Dragon, and you should have, like the main character is basically like Kasuga Ichiban. It's like, what if a really nice, kind old man, or not like 30 is not old, but you know what I mean, like when the rest of the characters are like 18. Like what if just a nice guy was the hero and the protagonist? Like that's the vibe of Kaiju number 8. And it's fun. And there's also it makes me think of like Monster Hunter a lot, because and I guess I don't want this to be like too spoilerish, but one of like the, I don't want to say like gimmicks, but one of the, I guess like plot concepts is like they fight the kaiju, and then it's a Monster Hunter sort of thing of like they hunt down the kaiju and then they use the kaiju parts for like their weaponry. So it's like you beat this guy and now you carve them and make an item out of it. So it feels, and a lot of the weapons are very cool in it that I really like, and I'm like, oh, that's just Monster Hunter. So if you kind of like the concept of Monster Hunter, and you're like, well, what if there was like a shonen manga story to it? That's Kaiju number 8. Adult man with the powers of, he starts off with a job. And he has an apartment. It's just a 30-year-old man. I was reading Kagurabachi earlier today. I'm low-key super into it, even though I only got into it first as a meme. Yeah, the path Kagurabachi has taken is just crazy, because now I just keep hearing a lot of good things about it, or like, oh, it's really fun. It's like actually a really fun series. And then on like announcement, it got like so memed on. And I think, honestly, maybe a little deserved, because that is such a way to, like, they should have pitched or, you know, announced it differently. Like, the way they announced it just was hey kids, you like Demon Slayer? Well, what if you had Demon Slayer too? But then maybe not the fault of the series, but like the marketing people at Shueisha or something. I don't know. Hype moments in Aura the manga. JoJo too. Isn't the concept of Kagurabachi that Kagurabachi wants to be an edgelord, but the manga won't let him? The art is super good, and I think the story is good too. I have some stuff I need to read. Oh wait, sorry, let me get back on. Thinking about Hiraka, just thinking about Hiraka fanfic, specifically from an Oregairu MHA fanfic, because I'm a sucker for Ichigaya and Strange Lands fics. I've never like read one, but Oregairu was like my shit. I think Oregairu is like one of those things where you think it's gonna be like kind of okay, and then you watch it and you're just like, oh, this is doing things I didn't think it would do. It's really good. I remember when I finished watching the first season, because I watched it with my husband who had seen it before and I hadn't seen it, and I remember after like the watching the last episode of the first season, I like got up and paced and I like just started talking about it for an hour. It's great. It's really good. It's really good. I think I didn't expect it to be that good. I thought it was I was like, I'll probably have a good time with this, but Oregairu is like one of those series where you watch it and you're just like, oh man. Iroha Best Girl. Come fight me. But yeah, I think it does such a good job of having like a main character where you and the story deals with this of you understand why he does the things he does, but you like he should not be doing the things he does because it's so self-destructive, but you're also like, someone had to do it, but why did it have to be you? But also yeah, it was also that feeling of I relate to the main character, but it's not a good thing that I relate to the main character, and then you're rooting for him because you're rooting for yourself. It's like a wild experience. It's great. Good. We're good. Iroha Best Girl agreed. Good. John Kagurabachi wants to be an edgelord, but he's kind of a softie. I should catch up with Oregairu, come to think of it. I never watched the final season because I was afraid the end would suck. I get that fear. I remember liking it. Yeah, I remember liking the final season. I think it's been a while, so I'm trying. I don't want to like steer you astray, but I don't remember being like more or less like happy with it with the rest of the seasons. I just remember being like, yeah. Right. Yeah, I didn't expect it to hit as hard as it does. It's really good. Oh, that reminds me, Makeheroin. I need to watch that too. Some of the girls are so cute in that, and I gotta watch it. I think I have been holding off on it because I thought it would be one of those ones where like it starts off really good and then it gets really like oh, I don't like it anymore. I have to say, like, I know people might not agree with me on this, but the one that did that for me was 100 Girlfriends, where I thought the first couple episodes of 100 Girlfriends were really, really, really good. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then kind of as it went on, I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks. But that's me. I know people like it a lot, and I think things are different. But like the character designs are also really, really, really cute in 100 Girlfriends. So I'm just like, oh, the girls are so cute. But then I was just like, the first couple episodes do something so different than the rest of the episodes just in the first season that I was like, what is going on here? But, bah. So, it has made me wary of certain kinds of like that kind of like rom-coms kind of stuff where I'm just like, are you gonna pull a fast one on me where the beginning, like I'm gonna really love the first couple episodes and then you're gonna throw a cheesy little fan service like episode on me that's not even funny. Bokuben. Hi everyone, I'm new to the channel. Nice to meet everyone. I hope you can meet friends. Hey, thanks for dropping in. Welcome. I am I was drawing and then I kind of haven't been drawing, but I've just been chatting about anime now. So yeah, too many rom-coms. Well, too many rom-coms forget the rom and aren't even that calm. Like, it's not even that funny. 100 Girlfriends doesn't take itself seriously. So I kind of read it with a grain of salt. But, but let me say, I think the parts where it does, there have been parts where it does take itself kind of seriously and it's done really well. And there's parts where it does take itself kind of seriously and it does very awful. So I'm like, you gotta pick one and you gotta pick the good one. So, thank you. Thank you. OC. This one, too. There's look at, I have like a million files open. Mascot, and some other stuff. I never read 100 Girlfriends because I knew it couldn't stay good. It does some stuff is good. I think a lot of like the introductions to the characters, like their first episodes are usually really good, and then as it goes on, they're just kind of like get, side character status, and they become their one joke they have, so it becomes less interesting and really reliant on like their running jokes when some of the running jokes shouldn't be jokes anymore. Like, oh, this running joke was based on like a bit about their character that they solved in this arc, and like they still bring it up. So I'm just like, oh, okay, sure. Oh, thank you. Been chasing a series that can scratch the same itch as Bokuben. But yeah, the authors who write multiple endings, everyone wins. What if every girl won? Kisekoi is very, very, very good. I love Kisekoi. It's so good. Thank you, they're panned. Because Kisekoi is good as a rom-com, but also as just like a story about validation and like the shared love of a hobby and what hobbies can do to like liberate a person, basically. Like, oh man, Kisekoi is so good. I do love a rom-com. Yeah, but I'm really picky with them too. I do the build up well, and then after the confess, right? Like, well, I think a lot of like romance series are good when the relationship happens early on. Like, early in the series, they confess and they're boyfriend, girlfriend, and you're like, yes! I like drawing, but I think I'm not very good at it sometimes. Um, Ore Monogatari is one of my favorites. It's really, really good. The romance is so the romance in it it's very funny, so it's definitely a good rom-com, but the romance is so good that I think I cried in almost every episode. It's so good. It's just so lovely. If you guys haven't watched that one, I cannot recommend that enough. I think the English, like, translated title, or like the English title is like My Love Story. If you guys haven't watched that one, like, do yourself a favor. It's so good. Ooh, that sounds good. Same train to school. That's the romance is gonna happen. Love in Sight. Oh no, Zaki-kun is so good. Because it's really funny, but I think the romance kind of ends up being few and far between, but when you get it, it hits so well. I think, like, there's that, like, one chapter where it's kind of a flashback one, and it's like I think it reveals that, like, subconsciously Nozaki based his heroine of his like manga off Chio, because they, like, sort of accidentally meet before, and then he, like, draws the hair ribbon on without, like, kind of really thinking about it, and I was like, oh, romance. Like, I relate to Nozaki a lot, as there's that one bit in the manga, or like it's in the anime too, where he's, like, sick, and then he's like, don't worry, like, I can make my deadline, my body will remember. He tries to draw, and, like, I've had that moment in my life. Delinquent with a heart of gold, say no more. It's one of my favorite character tropes. Yeah. Ore Monogatari is so cute. Very good. Very, very good. Nozaki is peak. My favorite, like, rom-com? Favorite what? I'm, like, Google image searching some of these. Oh no, that does look cute. Comes a time in everyone's life where we all just realize we love rom-coms, and we're only here to read rom-coms. One of my favorites is I can only remember the English title of it right now. Love After World Domination. That one's so good. It's really funny, and the time when I was watching and reading it, I kept thinking, like, oh, this author has definitely been in a relationship before, because this is how actual relationships are like. It's very sweet. I love it. I really recommend that one too. It's about the Red Ranger in a Super Sentai team, and the, like, villainess, or, like, a higher ranking villain in, like, the bad guy team they fight fall in love, and they, like, have a secret forbidden relationship, but they're both super dorks and they love each other. Like, the villainess is, like, a very, like, fashionable, pretty, like, she's such a good girl, and then the Red Ranger is, like, an idiot who is so well-meaning and kind, but he, like, just goes to the gym all the time. It's love after world domination. Is that what it is? I have to like make sure. Yeah. So there's the manga and the anime. The anime does not finish. The story is finished in the manga, but The anime doesn't get to all of it. It's called Love After World Domination. I love it. It's very cute. It's very, very cute. You want a fun little rom-com, that one is a good one. And it's very... Yeah, it's so tete, it's so wholesome and cute and sweet, and it's like, they like deal with like relationship stuff too, and I'm like, oh, this story handles it way better than a lot of other series. Like they communicate and I don't know if I have like an absolute favorite like show or anime or movie or anything. I feel like I used to just have like definite favorites I could say, but now I'm just like, I like a lot of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see my Googling. Oh, I seen the anime for this. I don't know anything about it. Oh, wait, I think I remember thinking the style of the anime was kind of interesting. Because it was like, they don't make them look like this often. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, I think it's either current or like last season. It's really might have been last season. But hell yeah, rom-coms. Another one to the watch list. There's a bunch of manga I gotta read too. I gotta read more I need to read Akane Banashi. I've had that recommended to me a couple times, and I've wanted to read. I've got to read more like Kaiju number 8 because I haven't read it in a while, and Sakamoto Days, which I've watched the anime, caught up on that, and I read a bit when it first started, and I was like, oh, this is so funny, and I wanted to wait for more, but I want to read more of it now. Do a bit more. I yapped for a solid half hour. It was really like, I think we were talking about like Hero Academia, and now we're just talking about which rom-coms are your favorite. And the ones like Eurocamp, which aren't rom-coms, but some episodes feel like them. Akane Banashi is like Imagine Rakugo, but with hype moments and aura. I mean, that sounds like my kind of thing. But it's like, I don't know if I should. Well, no, I'll probably read it in English and see how they translate a bunch of stuff. But since it's like Rakugo, I wonder if there's like big differences in like a translated and non-Japanese version. But I've heard really good things about it, so. Hot take, I didn't like Love is War, like Kaguya-sama. Honestly, same. I think the first... I think like the first couple episodes are fun, and then I got honestly like really bored with the like concept of it pretty quickly. And I know it's like, oh well, no, it's like things happen and they change, but I'm like, yeah, but I wasn't really like hooked on the characters enough to want to see it through. I think they mostly accurate, but there's some Japanese wordplay that has to be localized. I just like don't envy the translators that have to ever deal with those kinds of things, because it's so hard to translate that kind of stuff. Jelly donut. Get them a bit of line art done. There's another manga I've been reading that's like 12 centimeter promise or something. Not the name exactly, but the premise is a girl who's been taller than this guy by 12 centimeters and their romance. The hell, it's so good. That sounds cute. There was one, like, like 15 years ago that had the same sort of concept, but I imagine it's different. Yeah, Lovely Complex, where it's like the girl's really tall and the guy's really short, and they have trouble finding, getting people, to say yes when they ask them out, because the girl is so tall and the boy is so short. But then they're actually perfect for each other, or something like that. But I imagine this is different. Oh, it's less of a comedy, but Horimiya is really good. I remember really liking Horimiya. So I was thinking about what I just said was like, I tend to like the romance stories more when the couple happens kind of early into the story. And so I was trying to think of like, oh, what were the other ones I liked that did that? And Horimiya is one of them. That one's more straight up of like just a romance and a drama, but it's really good. Romance mangas make me gush so much. They're peak. I think it's also that it kind of helps with the story in that it can be, it can kind of, it's not always the case, but it can really drag if it's just like the characters are just not confessing, or like it's like it's so obvious, and rather than the story, it's like you as the reader or the viewer are just kind of like waiting for the build up to finish. But with regards to story, I think it's also like I am just more interested in seeing like a couple be a couple and navigate their life and like their problems as a couple. Like I find that more interesting than like the will they won't they parts of like a story like that is what I have found. But then, you know, maybe that's just my own personal bias of, you know, being a married woman. But I don't know, isn't that the thing of like, I don't know if you get, like a beta couple in like a sitcom, they're just like kind of more fun and interesting, and I'm more interested in seeing their plot of the story than like the will they won't they of the main couple. You're like, yeah, we've got like 12 more episodes of this season. Of course they're not gonna get together. Get this. I don't think I mind like romance tropes as much as some people do, but I think it does. Oh, sorry, my voice kind of cracked there. But right, like with all tropes, it just kind of comes down to how it's done. Where you can, I think you can still definitely do a lot of those well, but more often they're not. They're kind of not done well, but or like subversions are always fun. Because hey, I think rivals and love triangles can be juicy, but you know, yeah, like for sure, if they're shoehorned in, you can kind of tell, and it's just like okay. But sometimes, like when it's juicy, you're like, yes, yes. Like rub your little hands together like a fly. So spicy now. I love my tropey romances as much as I love my tropey in isekais. Saying the serious but secretly girly tomboy trope is insanely peak. I agree. I like that one. You have a favorite like romance, manga, anime, etc. trope? I think one of my favorites is, and this is like quite cultural, but when the characters call each other by their first name. That makes me lose it every gosh dang time. I always root for the tomboy. I really like that trope of like, no, I totally agree, of the tough, cool tomboy is girly. But like doesn't lose any of her tomboyishness. She just likes, she just wants to wear a dress or sometimes. And I think, you know, girls can do both. Oh my gosh. Right? Isn't that just hit every time? Oh, I also love when one person, usually, like, the more reserved one says something really nice. And maybe not even about the person, but, like, just says something. And the other one thinks it's about them, or they just really like hearing them say. Okay. Like that. This is really hard to describe. So the scene I'm thinking of is okay. This actually, I was gonna say this is not really how it went in the scene, but it's seen after in like Kisakoi, like after they do their first big like cosplay meet, and Gojo says that is it. Okay, I need to remember it. Gojo is like dozing off because they had such a busy day, but he says, I think he calls Marin like beautiful, or like she looked so good, and she like freaks out. But like to him, it was just kind of he was like dozing off saying it. But because before then he says to her like he can't really call things beautiful like offhanded. He has to like really mean it for him to say it out loud, and so she like loses her mind, and like that is so cute to me. That yeah, I know exactly what you're saying when you said Kisakoi. I know what you mean. Yes. That sort of thing where it's just like when a character who says like, oh, it's hard for me to say these things, but says it so easily when it comes to the other person, like, yeah. Good. Oopsie. Put this folder, and then we'll do some fills so it looks less kind of freaky. I'm glad you knew what I was talking about, because I was like, I'm not describing this well at all. God, another really cheesy thing I love is when they're arguing and one of them finally says, because I love you, as a surprise confession. Hell yeah. Or like character does something that messes up the plan or like is out of character, but because he's like because it's for the other person. I'm just like racking my brain trying to think of other ones while I like fill in the ink for some of these. Just some of these parts. Trope I hate is a confession being blocked out by fireworks. house. Damn. Fucking fireworks. I get it though. I don't think I hate it, but it does. And you know, it's sort of like, oh no, they're at the festival. Like this can't go well. Like, oh, you can't wait for the fireworks, man. Just say it again. Just say it again. It's more annoying than anything because, you know, for the next 5 chapters, I'm just gonna be flustered no matter what. Yeah. Right, because there's definitely like the bits that are thrown in there that you know it's just, you know, okay, this happened, this fireworks scene happened to pad for time. I get it. Okay. Oh. Actually did get stream scheduled on. This I'll do after on stream because I'll need to put the file together. And then we sort of did this, and this is in progress. Obligatory swimsuit scene. Alright. Feels like a good place to call it. And it's getting late for you guys, so you guys should get some sleep too. Yeah, tomorrow play some 9 Souls. I'll get some stuff done after stream. Hopefully we'll post it on Twitter. And I've been thinking about starting up my Blue Sky again now that I remembered my like account. No, maybe I should be more chatty, social and stuff, and not hide in my little cave. And every like 3 months I throw out one animation at people and be like, here, take this. Realistically, all I'm gonna do after stream is read all the manga we talked about. Fair. I did this to you. Yeah, realistically, I'll probably take a break and like play a game and then play that game for 5 hours and be like, oh, oops. Blue Sky, more like Blue Bye. I haven't used that site in ages. Honestly, it's like same. Like, I started it, and then I just, like, didn't really use it, and then I keep remembering I have it every now and again, and I'm like, I should use it, but then I'm, like, not even that super active on Twitter, and I get more, like, the thing is, like, Twitter is, or X, should I say, is, like, it's a hellscape, but it's where I get a lot of news really fast. We're, like, not important news, because you shouldn't get important news off X. I'm saying that with intention because it's very, very biased. But just like announcements from official accounts of things and like stuff for games. So I'm like, I can't not use it. That and just the you know, hashtags and all that. I think I will. I think I Google image searched that Love and Site, and it looks really cute, so probably check it out. But I should, yeah, maybe I'll just post more on Twitter. Maybe I'll just like talk about my day on Twitter like I used to. I mean, no, I call it Twitter normally. I'm just calling it X right now on purpose because I'm talking about the really bad parts of X. I'm not talking about like, oh, the fun times we used to have on Twitter and like how I still like talk to people and get my art out on Twitter. I'm talking about how like they force you to look at the heavily biased headlines on the side every time you log onto it on your PC, and all that shitty grok stuff. Like that's what I mean when I say X. Like all that icky stuff. That's what I mean. Just so we're clear, I'm not calling it Twitter for. I'm not calling the Twitter parts Twitter. Sidetrack. Yeah. And then tonight I'll try to type up all the guidelines and pricings and all that stuff for VGen and hopefully have it up by tonight. And if not tonight, then tomorrow, and I'll post about it. No, I get you. I just hate its rebrand. Everyone hates the rebrand. Like the worst business decision ever. Yeah, exciting. Good start to the week, I think. Getting pretty productive. Yeah, thanks for... Grok's like a reference to something, right? But I think that makes it even more bad, because now you have to, like, associate it with... It's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing, right? I think. But, I mean, what a dumb... Like, honestly, like, Windows naming its thing Cortana, kinda cool. Like, but because it, like, owns Halo, it's fine. Like, this is... Anyway. Not all that aside. Yeah. Productive start to the week. See, it worked. I said it was gonna be chill, and we did a lot of stuff today, and we still did a lot of chatting, and I still had time to literally stop doing everything just to talk to you guys. Yeah, but the naming it makes sense. I'm back. Are we bashing Twitter now? Because I'm up for that. I mean, essentially. Romance manga gush out of my system for now. What was it? The train of thought was saying that, oh, maybe I should use Blue Sky again because I keep forgetting to, but then I'm like, oh, maybe I should just be a little more active on Twitter, and then I talked about X being really bad, but that X and Twitter, there's like a kind of a line in my head about what parts are Twitter and what parts are X, and I got sidetracked. But anyway. Yeah, good stuff today. Be the change you want to see in the world. Delete Twitter, honestly. I gotta post my stupid stuff somewhere. Yeah, I'll work on stuff after stream, and hopefully that stuff will be done soon. And tomorrow, I'll be back here playing Nine Souls and crying through the spicy land that I'm in. But I gotta get through it, and I want to fight more bosses and cry because that game is so hard. It's really fun, but really hard. I'll post the really good schedule too. But thanks for coming in today. I hope you guys had a good end to the weekend, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Start your week off right. Thanks for hanging out with me and chatting. We had a really fun chat today, I think. Fun time today. Got to talk about a lot of stuff. And get stuff done in between, too. It was good. It was really good. Thanks, Grub. Oh, we're getting there. Like, I need to finish a game before I get into Sekiro, so... but yeah, tomorrow, Nine Souls, and here, I gotta stick to this now that I made this. Very good stream schedule. But yeah, thank you. Links to Coffee and other social medias like Twitter and the other platform from whatever you guys are watching on, Twitch, YouTube, the other one, is in the about / description / whatever. Just scroll down, you'll see it on the other follow me, whatever. Thank you for the follows, the likes, the subscribes, etc. As always. Yeah. Bye, guys. I had fun today. I hope you guys had fun. Have a good week. And thank you again. I'll catch you on the next one. Arigatou gozaimashita. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.